Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Richardson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Covington with the steal. And a wide open look for McCollum, and it's off from three-point range. It's Richardson on the wing. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. And Covington sends it back. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Clock at 4. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shoots it up. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Covington's shot is off. Mavericks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis. Lillard against Doncic. And the shot is good.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Portland's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Lillard scanning the floor. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Passes to Finney-Smith. It's Richardson on the wing. Dallas moving it around. Doncic finds Marjanovic. To the inside. Doncic outside. Now Lillard. To the middle. Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas. Down low. Keeps it alive.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
McCollum outside. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. No good. The Mavericks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And they double up Doncic. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Cauley Stein. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Anthony, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Cauley Stein in great position to reject that shot.
And they take the lead.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. McCollum outside. From 15 feet away, Cantor. Great positioning on the putback.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Brunson. The 15-footer. And Cantor pulls it down. Portland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here is Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. A three from McCollum. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he...
Trouble begins. I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a five-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Anthony, also Enes Kanter out there. Derek Jones is out there with Little, and it's Simons in at the one.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Outside, Jones. Now here's Little, covered by Redick. Little kicks to Giles. Pass to Little. Portland needs to get off a shot. Up again, and Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Portland.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, you've got to talk mostly about the agility that this young big has, rolling well after the screen.
Little passes to Cantor. The feed to Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Redick. Cauley Stein dishes to Redick. A baseline J, and that one drops for him. Redick's got 5 now.
Well, the defense has got to wake up a little bit. That's J.J. Redick out there, and that's J.J. with room to fire.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Jones kicks to Giles. And that one goes long. The Mavericks trailing. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Both teams will make substitutions. Powell with it. Lillard left side. Kicks it out to McCollum. That 3 off the mark.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Here's Lillard after Luka Doncic's bucket.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Richardson the pass to Finney Smith. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now, here's Doncic. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Here's Nurkic. McCollum up top. Richardson cover. And the basket by McCollum.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Out to the right wing. Doncic against Lillard. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Porzingis. Doncic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs. Out left to the wing. Here's Lillard. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Now here's Marjanovic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Doncic. The pass to Porzingis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Mavericks lead by 6. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And so it's Dallas with their... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. And the Mavericks over the past couple of years, Shaq, making some great personnel. Look, they traded up. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Now here's Richardson. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. 3 on the clock. Porzingis can't hit. The Trailblazers shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Here's McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Now, here's Lillard. No points in the game yet for him. Over to the wing. Got a piece of it. 3-pointer. Goes back up. Kanter kicks to Nurkic. Powell inside. Richardson covering. It's McCollum with the drive. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And with the shot clock winding down, McCollum, just even temperament, steps up, knocks it in.
Richardson outside. Baseline J on the way, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Trailblazers trail by 4. Powell, no one around him. Here's Kanter in the corner. Powell with it. Back to Canner. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Portland also making some changes. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And Simons in for C.J. McCollum. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Harry Giles is checked in for Portland.
And those are the kind of shots that Lillard, when he gets in these hot streaks throughout the course of the season, gets more and more consistent with.
Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lillard outside. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter of the game. Giles kicks to Jones. Simons, the pass to Giles. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Redick. He has 5. Misses the wing J.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Anthony against Cauley-Stein. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Back to Anthony. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Hardaway passes to Brunson. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Up the floor. Hammers it on to polish off the break.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Outside Redick. Ball stolen. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Nobody near Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
19 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Simons. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Cantor. No good.
On the backside, Porzingis is staying very aware and alert, keeping those big hands moving.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's McCollum in at the point guard position. Just 2 to shoot. Can't hit from 12.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Outside Covington. Pass to Powell. McCollum outside. Mavericks with the rebound.
Okay, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchup, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
And Portland has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. They get it back, kicks it out to McCollum. Drains the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Yeah, now 1 of 4 here in the fourth quarter.
Out to the right wing. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Dishes to Burke. Poke loose. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Anthony leading the charge. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Dallas. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Little comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for McCollum. Now, here's Doncic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Powell kicks to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Feeds to Little. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
And you can see he thought he had a little more room on that sideline and got squeezed out of bounds. That one could have been avoided.
Mavericks making a switch here. Redick is checked in. And Portland with a change here too. Anthony's checked in for Norman Powell. Now here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Here's Lillard. And he gets it to go.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Mavericks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Doncic passes to Redick. Lillard against Doncic. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Doncic outside. It's Redick on the wing. From downtown. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
J.J. Redick is a gamer. How about that?
Lillard against Doncic. Passes it to Little. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Trailblazers moving the ball around. From 15 feet away, the rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. 1:24 left in the game. Redick is in the corner. Outside, Porzingis to the paint. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Back to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Now here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
50 seconds left in the fourth. Richardson kicks to Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Little.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Pass to Richardson. And Covington sends it back. Knocks it loose and Stolen by Richardson. Dallas again turning it over.
And the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Lillard left side. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball. Special, David. Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And for the Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Right wing. Back to Doncic. Down low. Here's Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Jackson against Richardson. Jackson kicks to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
It's Richardson on the wing. Mr. Porzingis. And the shot goes down.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Dallas. Jackson passes to Morris. Doncic against George. Shoots over Doncic.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3. Here's Doncic. It's Richardson on the wing. Passes it to Porzingis. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. True on the 14-footer. Porzingis has got 5.
A knockdown shooter, really from anywhere on the floor. Porzingis knows he has the green light to fire from there.
Zubac finds Leonard. Outside Jackson. 5 to shoot. Outside for George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell comes in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
He is so reliable. DeMarcus making a play and making it look easy.
Outside for Batum, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Burke comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The Clippers also changing it up. Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Paul George. Brunson the pass to Burke. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. To the inside. Goes up with it. Sweet move. The shot by Powell, no good. The Clippers trail. And here we go. Clippers running again.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. The pass to Brunson. Goes up the baseline. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he could convert, that's a good shot.
And that one's good. Beverly.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Here's Brunson after the Clippers pick up 2. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Clippers leading by 3. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Kennard. Beverly with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Patrick Beverly is an irritant. You hate playing against him, love playing with him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. So he gets them both. And here's Brunson. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Cauley-Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Redick passes to Cauley-Stein, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
High post Cousins. Here's Beverly. Up and in on the layup. Beverly's got 8.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Cauley-Stein dishes to Reddick. Back to Cauley-Stein. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Hardaway. It's Powell on the wing. He kicks to Reddick. Just 5 to shoot. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 5. Man passes to Kennard. Dishes it to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
It's stolen by Morris. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Now, here is George. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Dallas, no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Zubac. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
The Clippers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Now, here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jackson kicks to Morris. The dish now to Leonard. Outside, George. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. It's a 10-point game. Here's Leonard. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Now here's Marjanovic, and Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Mavericks making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Jackson finds George. Shoots the 3. Jackson misses.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Doncic outside. 1:07 left in the first half of basketball. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got it back down to single digits for the Mavs. Jackson passes to Leonard. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Doncic. That one goes. Count it. Doncic has got 6.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, disciplined, and that's a beautiful pass.
George against Doncic. Zubac. That shot is off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith, and he dunks it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. On the wing, George. The pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Patrick Beverley. He's been playing really well.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
So for the Clippers right now, they've got Ivica Zubac, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at power forward. Jackson with the bounce pass. To the middle, Powell with the steal. Inside, it counts, and the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Powell. Redick comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And that one falls for Cauley Stein. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
Leonard, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on J.J. Redick.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Josh Richardson. And then for Los Angeles, Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Zubac against Porzingis. Doncic outside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rondo passes to Mann. Leonard against Redick. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Kennard with the ball. Marjanovic on him. Fades back. Beverly dishes to Cousins. Beverly the pass to Cousins. The shot off that time. Mavericks trail by 3. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Cousins with the ball. Kennard kicks to Beverly. Back to Kennard. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Shoots from 8. Jump shot is good. Porzingis has got 9.
Offensively, there's few things on the court Porzingis can't do. He can use his length, strength, or both.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Los Angeles leading by 3. Beverly finds Kennard. Back to Beverly. Passes it to Kennard. Here's Mann. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Cousins gets it to go.
Brute strength of Cousins. Defenders draped all over him, and he simply brushes them off.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. On the wing, Hardaway. Now here's Cauley Stein. He's got 5. Over Batum. That is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 3 on the bucket from Cauley Stein.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Beverly against Brunson. And that one's good. Beverly, 10 points for him.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Brunson the pass to Powell. Beverly against Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And that one released in time, but no good. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Clippers ahead, up by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And here is Los Angeles now. They've held a 12-point lead early. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. To the inside, and the dunk by Zubac.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Reggie Jackson. The shot by George, no good.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Hardaway dishes to Cauley Stein. Brunson the pass to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Puts up a 3. Brunson, no good. Clippers leading by 7. Morris into the lane. And Morris throws it down.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
Brunson the pass to Burke. Back to Brunson. Out to Hardaway. Cauley Stein in the post. He's against Morris. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
George passes to Zubats. George against Hardaway. Here's Zubats. Back to George. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And Zubats picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Doncic. It's Richardson on the wing. Doncic outside. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside, Porzingis. They get it back. He doesn't hit that one. Los Angeles leading by 7. Nobody near George. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Richardson. Big D that time from Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
Doncic with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Doncic gets it to go.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
The 3 from George. It's good from long range. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. He gets that one.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
Mavericks trail by 12. Doncic feeling it out. Right side, Porzingis. Marjanovic down low, covered by Morris. Right side, Porzingis. The second chance effort. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Clippers leading by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Clippers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Trey Burke checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Redick for 3. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Leonard with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. From deep. Off target. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This was David. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready. Hey, Dick.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Morris. Cole is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Morris. And Jokic slams it in.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic. Very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting the screen and doing it quickly.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Here's Morris after Luka Doncic's bucket. Porter dishes the Bol. Porter against Richardson. Here's Bol. Count it. Good.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Doncic outside. Over Porter. Doncic, no good. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Morris looking over the floor. Outside Gordon. And the shot goes in.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now, here's Doncic to the middle. And it's sent back by Jokic. And Porter, here we go. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the left wing. Dallas moving the ball around. Down low. Marjanovic with it. Now guarded by Porter. Doncic outside. Lock at 6. The jump hook.
That's rock-solid defense right there. Jokic bodied him up and then affected the trajectory of the shot.
Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed the full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back. Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And Denver also making a switch. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And the Nuggets making a change here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Brunson, no good.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Knocked loose. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Here's Najee. Over Cauley Stein. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Passes it to Cauley Stein. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Dallas again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Yep, that one goes
way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Brunson scanning the floor. Ollie Stein finds Brunson. Here's Powell. Outside, Reddick. Powell, the pass to Reddick. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reddick. Denver in the lead. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Off target at the rim. Millsap with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. For three. Mavericks with the rebound. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's CLA Stein. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. CLA Stein's got his second bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the pass to Millsap. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's what we call weight room there. I mean, Millsap showing how strong he is finishing through contact.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Nuggets on top, up. And we caught it before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Southwest, I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got J.J. Redick. Marjanovic is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Hardaway with a wide open look. Porter with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back. Oh, my goodness! That is breathtaking.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Brunson against Morris. Here's Powell. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
In the corner, it's Morris. Kicks it to Bull. And CLA Stein over to help. Back to Morris. Porter passes to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive board.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Redick. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And a switcher also for Denver. Harrison's checked in.
You know, as a youth player, Porter's talent was undeniable. Unquestionable, really, but he suffered through some injuries. He didn't get a lot of time on the court in college, and he entered the 2018 draft with a lot to prove.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Marjanovic finds Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. From 11 feet away, here's Marjanovic. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets leading by 8. Porzingis with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Najee. Lifted by Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Porter against Doncic. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Throws it up high. Porzingis with the steal. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Trey Burks checked in for Dallas. And Denver also making a switch. Green's checked in for Dallas. They've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Porzingis.
You know, Porzingis keeps defenders on their toes because he's such a skilled player and has a bunch of moves.
The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas. 29 seconds left in the first half. On the wing, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Denver needs to get off his shot, and that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He hits both from the stripe.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Always out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Porter at the 2. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Gordon inside. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And the dunk by Bull. Mavericks trail by 8. Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
The Nuggets leading by 6.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Jokic with the bucket.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
The drive by Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Now Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Powell with the steal. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Stolen by Gordon. And the Nuggets pushing it up now.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And here we go. Nuggets running again. Millsap passes to Jokic. Richardson against Morris. Here's Hardaway. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. And the basket is good. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And a switcher also for Denver. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Nuggets leading by 8. Here's Najee. And he makes good on the layup. Najee's got his second basket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Mavericks have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And so he hits both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
There's a minute left in the third. That one falls. McGee's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets. Brunson with it. Hardaway dishes to Powell. To the paint. It's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to McGee. He tries for three. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. To the inside. Dallas again turning it over.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
26 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Millsap. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. Green in the post. Working on Cauley Stein. Shot clock at 5. The shot's good from McGee.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
And a deep three from Redick. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Denver Nuggets enjoying a 12-point lead. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Burke. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Passes to Harrison. Back to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Doncic outside. Here's Marjanovic. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Marjanovic has got his first basket. Here's Harrison. Feeds it to Bol. And stolen by Richardson. It's tipped. Down low. Green passes to Bol. Shot by Gordon, wide open. That 3 off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 11. Here's Finney-Smith. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Green. And Monte Morris subbed in for Shaquille Harrison.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Inside. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Outside Gordon. Morris inside. Guarded by Doncic. And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Here's Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, and also, how about their post scoring throughout this game? I mean, they have just been terrific on the interior.
Beyond the arc. Now, here's Porter. Porzingis with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson's running.
And, you know, Richardson, simply by being aggressive, puts a lot of pressure on the defense and is able to forced the foul.
And the first one drops. And Richardson drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Bounce pass for Morris. Jokic inside. Left side Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Porter. Marjanovic, no good. Denver leading by 10. Porter in the corner. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Jokic kicks to Porter. Bull, the pass to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. Mavericks pull it in. Doncic looking it over. And the pass to Marjanovic. Now Doncic from deep three-point range, but they recover it. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nuggets.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Here's Bull from deep. The Nuggets with another miss. Now Marjanovic from deep. He can't hit that time. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. And let's go.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Marjanovic, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at point guard.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Marjanovic kicks to Finney-Smith. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Here's Simons, takes the 3, buries the long-range jumper. Simons has got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Doncic, and count it from 19 feet away.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
Here's Simons. He has 5. Lillard with it. Outside Covington. Back to Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. And there it is for him.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Dallas with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. And the rebound by Nurkic.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Here's Covington. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
No hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. 11 feet away. And it's Simons missing. Mavericks trail by 3. A pass to Porzingis and stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And finished off by Nurkic.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Pass to Richardson. To the middle. Here's Marjanovic. Rebound by Nurkic. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Pass to Powell. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And here's Doncic from the arc. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 5 now.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
Simons, the pass to Lillard. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Anthony Simons. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's checked in for Marjanovic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Hardaway. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Here's Cauley-Stein. The shot that time not on target. Excellent D from Kanter. Powell, the pass to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. Count it.
Razor-sharp focus right there from Cauley-Stein. Accepting the foul and pushing his way through it.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the... And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
one of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding.
Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that. Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
The pass to McCollum, puts one up from 19, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got his first points of the game. Now Brunson fires from deep, and Jones pulls it down. McCollum against Redick. The 19-foot shot pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. McCollum's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Hardaway. Powell finds Hardaway. Brunson against Lillard. Brunson, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lillard outside. Cantor. It's good on the putback.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Out to Hardaway. Pass to Cauley Stein. Pulls up on the elbow. Here's Powell. And it's Portland with the rebound. It's McCollum on the wing. No good on the three. Mavericks trail by 10. Hardaway passes to Brunson. And Jones sends it back. And he gets it back. Brunson, no good. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Brunson against Lillard. Fires from the line. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. Here's Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Anthony can't hit. Mavericks shooting poorly, just 35% so far.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Now here's McCollum.
Love watching McCollum shoot the ball. He has such a pure, clean-looking Jimmy.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the wing, Doncic. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here's McCollum. He's got 6. And stolen by Richardson. Burke with it, now defended by McCollum. And Doncic throws it down.
What a steal by Richardson. Tough to protect the ball against hands that fast.
55 seconds left here in the second. Trailblazers leading by 8. McCollum outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Derek Jones. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Trey Burke. Mavericks trail by 8. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
The Trailblazers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And McCollum launches it from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith over McCollum. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Portland. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. Jack, how does... And that'll do it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Powell is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Lillard kicks to Covington. But they'll get another chance. Floats one. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Fast break Dallas. Powell with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. Lillard's got 6.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Portland leading by 6. From 18 feet away. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Passes it to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And the basket by Lillard. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Lillard surveying the D.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 6. To the paint, here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard outside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Outside Hardaway. Paulie Stein finds Brunson. And it's Portland with the rebound. Anthony's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
1:30 left in the third quarter. Brunson against McCollum.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. They get the rebound, and Cantor able to finish.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Cantor's going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
It's Redick on the wing. Back to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jones. Inside. Kicks it out to McCollum. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Giles checked in for Damian Lillard. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Brunson scanning the floor. Dallas no good that time either.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Giles. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Brunson with it. Feeds it to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And so it's Damian Lillard. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Portland leading by 9. On the floor for Dallas. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. J.J. Redick is out there with Trey Burke, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. Dallas also making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Burke.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Here's Simons. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Over in the corner, Doncic. Stolen by McCollum. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. And when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Now Doncic lets it go from deep. The rebound by Simons.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Covington passes to Nurkic. Covington with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. And here's McCollum for 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And a wide open look for McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And so they foul intentionally. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. A three from Porzingis. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Finney-Smith. It doesn't go for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Lillard from deep three-point land. From outside, off the mark.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Lillard finds Nurkic. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. A three from McCollum. Good on the triple. McCollum's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Portland.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him this shot if you're the deep.
The three for Doncic. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And a deep three from Lillard. And another three for Portland.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Picked off in midair. Pass to Richardson. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Dallas with a change here, too. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Here's Doncic. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The pass to Nurkic from outside the arc. That shot, no good. Here's Dallas. 15-point game. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. Covington passes to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Misses. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. We're great. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position.
Well, I like to see Paul George be assertive down low. This guy doesn't lack for confidence, and he is an accomplished scorer regardless of where he is on the floor.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. Leonard against Richardson. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Jackson finds Leonard. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
George against Doncic. Marjanovic passes to Finney-Smith. Al Richardson. Marjanovic down low. Zubac's defending. Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
Leonard with the ball. Zubac kicks to George. Fires the three. Porzingis with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
Kept alive. Here's Morris. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
George dishes to Jackson. Launches a three. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Richardson, he nails it, and we're tied up. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
That one rolling around and rims out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Here's the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Porzingis, and the rejection by Zubac. And he's able to get it back. Doncic with the bucket.
Boy, the quick trigger of Luka Doncic makes him especially dangerous in catch and shoot. Good luck, defender.
Jackson passes to George. From deep. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Doncic, and the layup falls. Doncic has got 6 points.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
From deep, George. And it's George again missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
That puts them in the lead.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Jackson looking around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Brunson. And it's good, 2 points. Got it off in time. That shot misses. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Mavericks lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Redick in at the 2. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Tracks in the tray. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Pulls up on the wing. Brunson, no good. Brunson's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Pass to Mann. Batum against Powell. Mann passes to Kennard. Cousins trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Burke, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Kennard finds Cousins. And here's Beverly. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Now here's Cousins. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Brunson. 6 points for him. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Hardaway against Cousins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
Kennard on the wing. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Brunson against Beverly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Kennard, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And the shot is long.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Here's Beverly. Back to Kennard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Beverly finds Kennard. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
Brunson against Beverly.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Richardson in for Burke. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. Here's George. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Great positioning on the putback.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. Pass to George. Again, the Clippers.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
George against Doncic. Fires top of the key. Doesn't go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Outside, George. Rondo finds George. Goes up from the top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Doncic outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 8 points.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
A 3 from Leonard. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, that's exactly how to end the half on a high note. Tacking 3 points onto this lead at the horn. The mood in each of those locker rooms will...
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Rick. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Back to George. Goes up at the stripe. Zubac the best to George. Zubac trying to break loose. And that one's good, George.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The 3 for Doncic. It's rebounded by Leonard. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic.
The best scorers in the game have the ability to get to the free throw line. Kawhi Leonard lives there. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Dallas with a change here, too. Powell's checked in.
Well, a great offensive player keeps defenders off balance. Luka Doncic does just that.
So, for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in for Marcus Morris. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Jackson kicks to Kennard. On the wing, Batum. Kennard up top. Headed by Porzingis. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. And the three ball is good. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
And here's Doncic from the arc. The long-distance three is buried. Doncic has got 15 points.
Oh, beautiful looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Dishes it to Leonard. Now, here's Kennard. 10 points for him. 5 on the clock. Back to Leonard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. 9 points in the game so far.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Out to the wing. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. It's Redick on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, there's big-time athleticism when you're talking about Hardaway. Puts it on the deck and relentless move to the cup.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Doncic. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Good. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Doncic against Jackson, and the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Clippers leading by 6. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Outside Jackson. Here's Kennard. And Leonard has it in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Mavericks trail by 6. Hardaway with a wide open look. That one off the back iron and out. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Beverly, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. The dish to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Cauley Stein. Makes it off the glass. Cauley Stein's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. And here's Kennard. The tray. And that one is off. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Los Angeles on top, leading by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Trey Burke. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4 slot.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. So the wing on the left. Rondo against Brunson. Marjanovic down low. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Rondo passes to Mann. Morris outside. Here's Rondo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, Rondo just isn't afraid of getting hammered on the inside. Remarkable at getting under the skin of his opponents and forcing the issue.
George is checked in for the Clippers. And Rondo drops them both. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 8-point game. Pass to Finney Smith. And the rejection by Zubac. He gets that one. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
The 3 from George. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now Brunson.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Patrick Beverly. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Mavericks trail by 6. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Doncic with it. Over George. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. 4 on the clock. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Passes to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Takes a 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Let's remember, in college, just a 25% three-point shooter, but Kawhi Leonard, he makes a weakness a strength.
Richardson outside. Kicks it to Doncic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Doncic has got 12 points in just the second half. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. In the corner, George with it. Shoots over Doncic. George, no good. Mavericks trail by 6. To the inside. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Wow, Porzingis, no hesitation in the balance of the game. He delivers.
LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. On the wing, George. Count that one.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Doncic outside. And he comes up with the deuce. Doncic has got 22 points.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Luka Doncic with the delivery.
And George kicks to Jackson. Down low. Cousins, the pass to George. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Dallas. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Doncic. Got it! A huge shot to tie it up.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. George passes to Zubac.
Good! And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Here's Doncic.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic to take the lead. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show. Great. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. Getting some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Marjanovic, Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there at Bull. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have 2 names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
Here's Bull. After Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Porter, nifty move. And he converts the layup.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Marjanovic. Morris with the rebound.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Bull can't hit. Here's Dallas. Doncic outside. Lets the 3 fly. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And that one is good.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Morris looking over the floor. The putback. It's good on the putback.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 5. And he's good on the 3 ball. Doncic has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Mavs. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morris passes to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Marjanovic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
It's Bull, top of the key. Pass to Jokic. That one doesn't drop. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Richardson gets a wide open look. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Shaquille Harris comes in for Monte Morris. Clock at 4. Kicks it out to Gordon. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Millsap a little bit gritty there. Good to see him go in and hit the glass.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Pass to Brunson. Here's Melly. Back to Brunson. No good from outside.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Denver. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They are just killing them on the interior.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Melly, headed by Green. Hardaway against Gordon. Nuggets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. The kick out to Porter. Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. Back to Gordon. Now the pass to Porter. 6 to shoot. Off target from outside. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
On the wing, Hardaway. Passes it to Powell. Now Burke from 13. And too long on the shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A good close contest so far as we finish. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So out there for the Nuggets right now, JaVale McGee is out there with Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Harrison in at the point guard position. Now here's Millsap. Poked away and stolen by Cauley Stein. Hardaway with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
Pass to Najee. Millsap in the corner. Pass to Najee. Campazzo. Brunson covering. And he banks in the layup.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And so it's Dallas with it. Denver getting their last shot to go. Here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Top of the key jumper, no good. Powell against Green. McGee inside. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Brunson from 12 feet out, and he hits the jump shot.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The pass to McGee. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Greg, is a broadcast. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
1:58 left in the first half. Morris passes to Gordon. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Doncic. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Morris against Richardson. Will it go? And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic outside. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
And he gets the bucket. Bulls got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Marjanovic passes to Doncic. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Morris outside. Here's Jokic. That shot off. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Campazzo, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Porzingis.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Millsap's running. Moves back up. Haji.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie, Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 18 points. And Kenny, along with the incredible production. And that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the floor for Dallas, Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's Porzingis. An easy 2 points on the layup. Porzingis has got the lead up to 5 now for Dallas.
Got to be so hard to stop a drive by Porzingis. How are you going to get to where it is the ball's going to get?
Floats it up for Jokic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harrison's checked in for Monte Morris. And Dallas also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game. Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Now, here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Over Harrison. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 4. 3-on-3. Here's Jokic. Count it. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
This is it to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Gordon with it. Oh, wow!
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease. The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Richardson. Good on the bucket. And it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Redick with the 3. Not going to go that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Pass to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Wow, Millsap not known for his dunking, but the anchor man getting up high on that one.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Inside. Here's Cauley-Stein, and he can't bank that one in. Campazzo, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein, and it's in there. Green's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Redick is in the corner. There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brunson. It's a hand on it. Nuggets have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Campazzo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Yeah, Cauley-Stein can get up there, and the guards know that, so available for an oop at any time.
1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Harrison. Paul Millsap out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Morris in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Brunson, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Morris against Brunson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Millsap. Bol comes in for Jermichael Green. And Porter subbed in for Harrison. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Hardaway. Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Doncic, the 11-footer. Good on the jump shot. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Morris outside. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets shooting well. 50% from the floor. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That free throw good for Morris. And Morris drops them both. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Doncic feeling it out. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got 27.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Morris outside. Pass to Jokic. Nice D from Porzingis.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
The Nuggets trail by 6. There's the pass to Gordon. To the middle. Out to Morris. Fires it up. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Porzingis with the steal. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. For Denver, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the 4th quarter underway. And that one's good by Porter.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Richardson kicks to Doncic. That one's not going to go. Good defense by Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Doncic outside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game. And he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Jokic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Gordon goes in, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic outside. 1:19 left to play in the final quarter. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Doncic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over it, and that's his personality. Comes up with the goods on that one.
Now, here's Jokic. Gordon trying to break loose. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
On the wing, Hardaway. Richardson outside. Kicks to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. It's good.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Morris inside. Richardson covering. That one misses. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. On the wing, Hardaway. Doncic outside. Passes it to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. Porter pulls it in. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.